Alright guys, so I'm about to get right into this. I'm about to do a meal prep. I'm supposed to be eating in the next 30 minutes. So I don't have any meals prepped, and I'm going to prep them for the next couple of days. And I'm going to show you how easy it is if you just honestly eat the same stuff every day. Know what you're going to eat for breakfast, 2 meals, and your dinner and your snack if you're eating like that. For me, I meal prep 2 of my meals because I cook and, well, I cook, prepare, and eat at that time my breakfast and my dinner. So that's why I just prepare 2 meals for the in-between times. So that's how it's working. My breakfast is usually my post-workout meal, so that's the only time that I'm really having any real carbs, except for on my leg days, which tomorrow's Wednesday, so that's going to be my leg day. So I'm going to be preparing my meals for tomorrow, today, and the next couple of days. So let me show you guys what I'm preparing. It's very simple. 3 very important things that you want to make sure that you have: protein, carbs, and fats. So this one's very simple. I have my proteins here. This is the beef fajita meat, so I'm going to have beef and broccoli. That's all that's going to be in most of the meals, and then I'm just going to prepare 1 sweet potato for my Wednesday meals. So that's what I'm going to do. So very simple. Got this from Sam's Club. It's the beef fajitas, and then I got some steamed bags of broccoli, so this makes it a lot easier. I do everything over the stove, so this is going to be for my beef fajitas because they're already pre-cooked. I'm just seasoning them and cooking them a little bit more in here. And then this would be for my sweet potato, which takes about 45 minutes on stove, but it's also the same thing if you plan on using your oven as well. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to put my steamed broccoli in the microwave for about 2 or 3 minutes because I don't really want to cook them too long, because I'm going to be putting most of them back inside of the refrigerator. So just a couple of meals for the rest of the week, and yeah. Alright guys, so my favorite form of carbohydrates is actually sweet potato, and I like it with the skin so it doesn't bother me. But you see me sitting here, well, not sitting here, but standing here, cutting these into nice little cubes. And this is the seasoning that I use along with extra virgin olive oil to cook. And I actually cook them over the stove. So I put the extra virgin olive oil into the pan. I put the sweet potato in, season it, and then I'll mix it to make sure it's coated with the extra virgin olive oil. And I cover it and let it cook. Now, as for the beef fajitas, since it's already pre-cooked meat, this is the seasoning that I use, and I use Pam just to cook it. It's very simple. I will just go ahead and spray the pan, put the seasoning in, and then I'll let it cook as usual. And I don't let it cook for too long because it's already pre-cooked, as I mentioned, but just cover it and just let it cook for a little bit. Steam bagged broccoli is pretty easy. Just drop it in the microwave and let it cook for about 3 minutes. So I think I started about 5:30, and I'm supposed to be eating in 3 minutes. And this all literally took me about 20 minutes to get done. So simple. Got my simple stuff together. So now I'm about to use my containers, and the first thing that I start off with actually is my protein. I make sure that's measured out first. So about 5 ounces of that, and then a cup of vegetables, and we go from there. So during this past 6 weeks, I have been very methodical about protein and carbohydrates and my vegetables. So you see me using a kitchen scale just to make sure that I have at least 5 ounces of protein. And I do this first with all of my meals. I just make sure that I can get at least that amount for each meal, and whatever I have left over, I may go ahead and eat. And with the vegetables, a cup, and that's the last thing that I do. So everything is prepared, starting with my protein and then my 1 cup of veggies. And as you see for the 2 meals here, that needs my carbohydrates because I wanted it for the 1 day. So I make sure that those are measured out, and then whatever is left over, I put in a separate container. All right, guys, so now that my meals are all prepped, I've already eaten 2 of them already. And then my last meal I make myself. It's just protein and a big salad. So that's what I make for the last one. But I'm going to show you how I input this information into MyFitnessPal. And that is MyFitnessPal. I have the regular one. I do not have a premium, so I don't pay anything. I just use it just to, you know, keep myself aware of what I'm putting in my body and keeping my diet on point. So in my diary part, I'm actually going to be unplugging for tomorrow. So for tomorrow, I'm going to input meals 2 and 3 because those are the meals that I prep. All the other ones I prepare and eat right then and there. So for 2, you can just go to add meals, and these are the 2 items that I already have plugged in. So I'm going to get closer so you guys can see what I mean. So these are the 2 that are already in there. So you could just select them, or here's another option. Right above that, there's a barcode. And when you select that, your camera on your phone will turn into a barcode, and you can do this. You can take whatever food that you have and you could just place it over, let's see if you guys can see it, over the barcode. And it will record it for you. So when you use your barcode and it records the information for you, you can change everything. It's going to automatically give you the serving size that's on the nutrition facts that's behind any item that you scan. I'm going to select the serving size, and because I'm doing everything in ounces, I'm going to say 1 ounce, and I actually have 5 ounces that I have for the fajita. The beef fajitas, and I'm going to press save, and then I'm going to press check, and it'll show up in meal 2. Now I have to turn this back the other way, because something that you guys probably don't know when it comes to MyFitnessPal, depending on which direction you have it, portrait or a landscape style, it'll show the full scale of proteins, carbs, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But I just want to make sure that these meals are added in, and then I'm going to add my broccoli, and I do have 1 cup, but you can change serving sizes and everything if you know exactly what you're doing. And I do have like add frequent paired foods next to it, so I'm using this thing quite often. I'm going to go ahead and check that, and that is my meal. So now that I got most of my items for my meal preps are already in here, say for example for meal 2, I plan on adding sweet potato, my carbs in there. And since sweet potato doesn't have a barcode, you can go to add, and you definitely can search it. And I already have it, so I'm going to select it. And I have it by ounces, and I only put 4 ounces in there, and I'm going to press save. And then I'm going to add that. So that's meal number 2. Now, meal number 3 is the same things, so everything checks out clearly, and it's making sure everything is there. So meals 2 and 3 are done, and you want to save these so when you want to add them for the following days, you would be able to find them very quickly. So I'm going to press here, and I'm going to press save meal, or you can copy the meal to the following days. I prefer to save my meals because it makes it a little bit easier for me to go back for them, and it has all of the information inputted there already, so I don't have to do any changing or anything. So I'm just gonna call this my meal prep, and I'm very extensive when it comes to describing everything. So I'm gonna do beef, I'll press it as save as new or save as something else. So I'm going to say save as new, and it says meal successfully created. So I'll just dismiss it. And then I'll do the same thing for this one, and I'll press add, save meal, and this will be a new one. So I'm just going to name this again, meal prep. And it missed my note here. So now it's named, and I'm going to save that as new, and now that's done. So meals 2 and 3 are done, and say for example the following day you want to add those meals in. 2 ways you can do this. When you press add meals, you can go straight to whatever, if it already pops up as frequent or from your recent or frequent, or you can go to meals and it'll say you can copy the meal 2 from the following day or the previous day, or you can go through your list and you can find exactly what you've created, which I have a few of them already created here. And the beef, broccoli, and sweet potato is there, so I'm going to select it. It shows me everything. I'm going to press add, and then it's inputted into that particular day. So those are the 2 ways that you can do it. Now, if you, for example, have changed your meals, you know there are certain meals that just don't work for you and you have them saved and you want to change them out, you can go to the home area and where it says my recipes and food, and then meals, and this is everything that I have, and most of this stuff I'm probably going to delete. I don't know which ones I'm going to delete, but they're here so that you can be able to reference them, delete them, change them, whatever you need to. But that's how I put everything into MyFitnessPal. So today is done. Now, when you turn your phone this way, which I wanted to show you, you could be able to see everything when it comes to your remaining goals as far as carbs, fat, protein, sodium, and sugar are things that I'm paying attention to. So, yeah, this is exactly how you can get an idea of what you have left over once you've inputted everything in. All right, guys. So that's it. That's meal prepping. That's how I meal prep, and I find it pretty easy for me. I'll either do it for every 2 or 3 days, or I'll do it for the entire week. Once the kids are back, I'm going to be doing it for every 3 days because I don't want the refrigerator to be like overfilled with just meals. But I find that it's easier every 3 days because the food is a lot fresher during that time. But other than that, I wanted to say this as a closing. From the last video when I mentioned to you guys that I was looking for a trainer, and I will not reveal to you yet who I reached out to. I've reached out to several people, but who I really reached out to and looking for help, not going to tell you yet. But I need a coach, and I'm going to go for a coach. So for those of you who have suggested these people that I should go and consult with, I really want to thank you so much for your support and watching me through this journey and allowing it to inspire you. Because in reality, I'm doing this because you guys are inspiring me, honestly. And your advice and your judgment does mean so much to me because you're watching my journey. So how else could I show appreciation but to listen to my fans? and what they think would work for me, because you guys are seeing it from the outside and I'm seeing it from a different viewpoint because I'm in my own journey. So I really want to thank you guys so much for the comments, even about the whole like weighing myself on carpet as opposed to hardwood floors. I got to be honest with you, I thought of that and I did that, and I still got this up and down thing, but I'm staying off the scale. And I'm going to trust someone with my journey to the stage. I have actually 4 weeks. I'm in the 5th week. It's Monday. So you guys are seeing this video on a Tuesday. So it's Monday. I'm in my 5th week, and then I got 4 more to go. A lot can be done in a month. And so I'm going to go for it. But other than that, with that being said, and me thanking you so much for you guys' support, down below in the description box, I'm asking for you guys to just look over it. I do have a how to meal prep plan. This would help me as far as the cost when it comes to competition, the registration and the tanning and all that stuff. And I'm going to be sharing all of this experience with you guys. But it costs, and I do need the help. Most of it, I'm footing it myself. So I would love you guys' support and donations. And I put out there how to meal prep. I also have a website that has other meal plans and things. Support, help. I know it'll help you, but it would be great, you know, if you're interested in it and it can help you out. I'm offering it as, you know, you helping me out. So I do have that all on my website, and then I also have links for if you guys want to leave donations to help me to get to the stage. I've chosen figure because I'm not bikini. I'm going to have to just deal with it. I have a lot more muscle than I want to admit, and I guess I'm happy about that. But I think figure is it for me, so I'm going to do that. And I just really want to thank you guys so much. I don't know how any other way to do this, but to keep posting videos and letting you guys know the process and where I'm going and what my headspace has been. And this past weekend has been rough for me mentally because I've been wondering what to do. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed so you can follow me through this journey. If you're watching me and you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Trust me, I'm sharing something that's authentically me. And I'm thanking those that have been watching me from the beginning, and even with my beauty channel, thanking you guys so much for your support. Look down in the description box. Help me out so I can get there and make you guys proud. And I will see you guys in the next video. Again, guys, thanks to help support me on my journey to the stage October 1st. Check out my mini programs on my website. You can purchase there. You can check out my donation options, and you can subscribe for updates. Thank you so much for your support.